Hello and welcome to the V8 Supercars Americas series. I am Kane Craft. I'm going to just double check here, make sure I am recording. And it seems as though I am. So we are here at Bathurst, getting a late start here, and I know this isn't live, guys, but I am going to upload it for you after the race is over. Normally here at Bathurst, the cars get spread out. We ain't got a good race on the field. Today, that is not the case. We're halfway into this race, and there is a hell of a race going on for first place. And that's not the only one. We've got a race for fourth place as well, a race for ninth place, a race for 11th place. So Mark Picket now to the inside of Jake Burton. Boy, Mark Picket has just been impressive this season. Oh, just a little bit of contact there. Scrape. Jake Burton's going to take that position right back. So things heating up here on lap number 16. I got in just in the nick of time. So I do want to take just a second to apologize. I got home just as quick as I could tonight, but just not soon enough. Well, I actually did get home soon enough, but found out that my iRacing had been canceled because, well, apparently I haven't been on for a while. So I had to get all that renewed, and so, yeah. But now I'm back. Mark Picket now to the outside of Jake Burton as they get ready to go into Griffin, and he cuts to the inside. Not going to be able to get anything done there. Have seen many passes there, but it is a tough place to pass. So he's going to be kind of stuck right there on the bumper. Jake Burton going up the mountain. And he'll just have to wait. Maybe forced elbow at the bottom of the mountain. But probably he'll have to wait and try to get something done in the chase. Whew. Got a little risky there, almost getting up side by side as they get ready to go down the hill. Mark Picket. Whoa, what the hell is he doing? Oh my God, a little bit of patience. There's the forced elbow pass that I said might come, but that was just a little bit risky there. Just wasn't enough room. But he did get in front, and he's going to take it. I think Jake Burton probably not going to be too happy about that. He's going to want that right back. Wow, Jake Burton pulling the move we've seen from Marlon McMullen a few years ago. Didn't quite get it done, but man, it looked good. Tough place to pass, but it can be done. We've seen it done there before. Jake Burton saying, you know what? I'm pretty frustrated. Now is a good time to pit. So he is going to pit as he crosses the line. We should see maybe some damage come off of that car. Or maybe not. I know they did make a little bit of contact on each side of the front of that vehicle. And apparently that is all true damage. He might have a meatball flag. I'm hoping not. I think it looks like it is just about time for a standard pit stop. So we'll see how that goes. He does get his fenders back, so a little bit of repairs to that vehicle. So let's check on these other battles that we were talking about. Victor Tanaka is in second place now that Mark Picket has taken over the lead, and that puts Mick Cracknell right there on the bumper. This is actually a race for what is effectively fourth position, or third position rather. Victor Tanaka in third. Mick Cracknell wants it. Great job from Victor Tanaka here halfway in, and he, well, not quite halfway. Yeah, they are halfway in. Well over halfway at this point. So anyway, Victor Tanaka, well over halfway, 4 laps past halfway, and he is in third place, so a great run from Victor Tanaka. Holding off the championship points leader, Mick Cracknell. Mick leading the points coming into this race by over 140 points. So Paul Gorell back in 15th. Paul was the driver that was still in contention for the championship, albeit just barely. Paul, obviously, with a very unlucky start to this race. His car is looking in pretty bad shape. Paul back in 15th. Although he won't be staying in 15th. He's got 2 seconds up to Jason Hyde in 14th. And then, wow, they've got quite a distance up to Martin Weir. So, yeah, he may be relegated back to the back of the pack tonight. The only driver, there is no drivers out of the race. Brian Borg still on the track. He is 6 laps down after an incident early on that I have no idea what it was because I wasn't in here, but 5 laps down for Brian Borg. All drivers still on the track here at Bathurst with 10 laps to go. That is amazing. Great job, guys. So let's check up on the leader, which is Mark Picket. I'm assuming Mark has not pit yet. Jake Burton comes out of the pits in 4th, 3.4 seconds off of Adam Hyland, who is now being shown in 3rd. I honestly have no idea on the pit strategy. There apparently is going to be one stop for these guys because there are right at this second 5 or 6 cars in the pits. So Rory Windrum being one, Chris D'Angelo is in the pits. A couple drivers just coming out of the pits, Richard Elward, Kevin Bualasa. So we should be seeing Mark Picket, Victor Tanaka come into the pits at some point. Unless they happen to do it earlier and I just didn't, wasn't in the server yet. But I am guessing that they still have yet to pit. So this is going to get interesting as we get through these final pit stops and see who is in what position. A great race here at Bathurst, which we don't see very often. Bathurst is an amazing track, but it's just such a difficult track that we end up seeing big gaps in between the cars, and it gets kind of boring after 10 laps or so where the cars get so spread out and then after pit stops. But this is a great race. Congratulations to everybody involved in the race tonight. You guys are doing a fantastic job, and it is making for a great race. So big race going on right now for 11th position. Rory Windrum is in 11th. Chris D'Angelo wants it, and whoa, he gets off track into the dirt. Want to bring some dust up on the track. That might cause a little bit of problems for some other drivers. I'm going to have to reset my overlays here as they apparently are not happy at the moment. Alright, so Rory Windrum in 11th, starting to pull away a little bit from Chris D'Angelo. That gap 1.1 seconds now for the battle for 11th. Mark Picket is still in the lead. Jake Burton has made his way back up into 2nd. Victor Tanaka still ahead of Mick Cracknell. That gap has been extended by quite a bit, and since my overlays crashed, I've lost all my pit stop information, so extra frustrating. So I don't know, maybe... No, there's no way Mick went into the pit stop and is still that close, 5.2 seconds from Victor Tanaka, so something happened with Mick Cracknell that took him off the bumper of Victor Tanaka and allowed Jake Burton by those guys. So Jake Burton looking ahead to Mark Picket, who is now 40.7 seconds ahead. He is in the pits, though, so there we go. Mark Picket in the pits for the final time. We'll see how this race is going to pan out after his pit stop. Jake Burton coming through the chase. He is finishing up his lap here. I think I think Jake is going to get the lead back here. This is going to be interesting. Let's just watch and see. Jake Burton's car is quite damaged from all the contact, but still running quite well. Check on Mark Picket. Mark Picket is out of the pits and is out in front. A great job from Mark Picket. 8 laps to go. Mark in front, 7 seconds ahead of second place Jake Burton. That is a great job. We'll see with 8 seconds left if Jake is able to bring that gap down and catch back up to Mark Picket. I would say if anyone can do it, it's probably Jake Burton. Jake typically very fast here at the mountain. But we've seen in the V8 Cups that Mark Picket is very, very good here at Bathurst. Of course, there was the instant final lap that kind of really stank, but he really proved himself here at the mountain during that race. Aside from the little bump to Richard Amstead, or vice versa, I can't remember which way it went. I believe it was a bump from Mark Picket, but I could be wrong. But yeah, so Mark Picket is showing his sorry about that, got sidetracked. Mark Picket showing his talent here at the mountain here tonight, out in first place, 6.4 seconds ahead of second place Jake Burton. Jake is ahead of Victor Tanaka in third. Victor doing a fantastic job here today in the Simability machine. Victor Tanaka 1.8 seconds from the bumper of Jake Burton, which really says a lot about where Victor Tanaka has came as a driver. Victor Tanaka has really gained so much in these last few seasons. It's really been impressive to watch. So congratulations to Victor Tanaka on another great drive. He really is improving quite well. And of course, our championship driver here, he is going to be the 2016 Season 4 champion, Mick Cracknell, unless something drastic were to happen. But even if it did, I still think he would be, because I don't think there's any way at this point that anyone could pass him in the championship points. So at this point, Mick Cracknell is the 2016 Season 4 champion. So he is in fourth place. Jason Quire in fifth, 5.6 seconds behind him. Craig Jones in sixth, 20 seconds back from Jason Quire. And that is where a significant battle is. Adam Hyland in the Kiani machine, less than half a second off the bumper of Adam Hyland. My phone is going crazy here, so let me see what is going on. Apparently nothing. Alright, so Adam Hyland still trying to get around Craig Jones. 7 laps left. Adam Hyland and Craig Jones having a great battle for 6th place. Back behind Adam Hyland is Kevin Bualasa in 8th place. Adam going to be coming under pressure from NZ Motorsports driver Richard Elward. Well, Richard actually has some serious damage that I don't know if Kevin's going to be under pressure from Richard or not with that much damage, but Richard still out on the track, still in the top 10 here at Mount Panorama. Back behind him, Rory Windrum in 10th place. Rory has pulled away from Chris D'Angelo in 11th. 2.5 seconds separate those two. Back behind Chris D'Angelo is Brenton O'Brien. Brenton has a battle on his hands with Martin Weir. Martin less than half a second now separate Martin Weir and Brenton O'Brien. Martin Weir going to try to get around Brenton O'Brien. Brenton's got the inside line. He's got the advantage. He is going to keep the spot. But great effort from Martin Weir. Brenton's going to have his hands full for these last 6 laps. Martin slowing down awful early coming into this final turn here. But he is still holding on tight to that battling spot. Let's check the times real quick on the other battles. This one is the closest battle on the field right now. This battle here between Adam Hyland and Craig Jones is about the same. Adam Hyland has managed to get around Craig Jones. Now Craig is sticking with him. A little bit of contact there with the outside wall. That was hard contact when you're going that fast and hit the wall like that. So he could definitely have got some steering damage from that. It's likely going to slow him down enough that Adam Hyland's going to be able to pull away. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's check back on the Martin Weir Brenton O'Brien battle. Brenton now starting to pull away just a little bit going up the mountain. 0.8 seconds separate the two. Take a minute to congratulate Brenton O'Brien and the Evolution Racing guys. What a fantastic job this team has done over the last couple seasons to promote their team and just sim racing in general. Craig Jones catching back up to Adam Hyland. That gap now less than half a second. So even the contact with the outside wall there hasn't slowed Craig Jones down all that much. He is catching right back up to the Chiani machine. I tried Chiani not too long ago. If any viewers are wondering what is Chiani, Chiani is a health supplement that is becoming pretty popular, especially in Australia. It is here in America as well, as I was able to order some without any issues. It's a 3-part health food program that is really supposed to help you feel good and energized and give you lots of energy and stuff like that, and it works quite well. It's really gaining a lot of ground here in the States as well as over in Australia. Adam Hyland most certainly must have taken his Chiani today, as he is doing quite well in the race here today. In 6th place, holding off a very hard-charging Craig Jones. So 4 laps left to go. Let's check in on our leader, Mark Picket. Mark is still holding off Jake Burton, but you can see Jake Burton back in the background there. He is making ground. Is it enough ground? I just don't know. Without a mistake from Mark Picket, 6 seconds still separate Mark Picket and Jake Burton. Craig Jones right on the bumper now of 6th place Adam Hyland. He is going to stay right there as they go down Mountain Straight. Little bit of connection issue from these drivers, as they are more than likely racing on an American server, which takes these Australian drivers' pings up into the 300s, which makes it quite difficult for these guys, but even so, they do very well racing together, and even this close with that high of a ping is especially challenging, but these guys very skilled at what they do. The battle we were watching just before with Brenton O'Brien and Martin Weir, Brenton O'Brien has extended that gap to nearly an entire second over Martin Weir. So there are still a couple of close races here on the track, but it has kind of did that because of the pit stops, has done the separation that I was talking about when I first joined the race. And we're seeing pretty significant gaps between the cars, but still a couple of races here to keep us entertained as we get through these final 3 laps. There is a 5-second gap between the leader and second place, 5.8 seconds from second place to third place, 8.5 seconds back from third to fourth, 4.4 seconds from fourth to fifth, and then 22 seconds back to Craig Jones. A little mistake there from Adam Hyland is going to take him back into the 1.4 second range now off of Craig Jones. So a lucky break there for Craig Jones, going to give him a little breather going into these final 3 laps. Kevin Bualasa back in 8th, making some progress as well. He could be catching Adam Hyland in these final 3 laps. We'll see. He's 3 seconds off of Adam Hyland. We'll see if he can make up 3 entire seconds. And Richard Elward is making ground on Kevin Bualasa. That gap now 1.5 seconds. So Richard Elward, even in a car as badly beat up as the SimWorks machine is, he is still running great lap times. A lap time I could never do on my best day. He is still running a lap time that used to be world record speed. But he is catching Kevin Bualasa in 8th place. So with 2 laps to go, I don't know if he'll get it done, but he is gaining ground. Check back on the leader. Mark Picket, 5.1 seconds back to Jake Burton with 2 laps to go. We have seen Mark Picket make a mistake in the final laps here at Bathurst. I'm sure that could be on his mind right now, that he is probably hoping for a little better luck to finish this thing out. And I think he's going to do just fine. A great race here today from Mark Picket. A little risky in his pass there at Forest Elbow. And Jake kind of paid him back just the very next turn, I think, and tried to get in there at the chase. But yeah, so these guys were definitely racing extremely hard early on. It was definitely a great race to watch. Sure, Jake is probably not too happy about that pass, because I do think he had to get some repairs done, which probably cost him some time in the pits because of that contact. But I don't think that takes too much away from Mark Pickett's excellent drive here today at the mountain. Alright, so our leader Mark Picket takes the white flag and starts on his final lap here at Bathurst Mount Panorama. Jake Burton 5.6 seconds now back from Mark Picket. Still running unbelievable laps. Victor Tanaka back in third. 7.4 seconds from Jake Burton. A great run from Victor Tanaka. Very impressed with Victor. Watched Victor's career from when he first joined iRacing, or at least first started driving the V8 Supercar, and watched him do his races and from the back of the pack and just trying to stay up with the field, and then able to keep up with the field and racing for those final positions. And then all of a sudden he was racing for mid-pack positions, and then we seen him get his first win. And just I love watching the progression of these drivers as they come into the series. And Victor Tanaka is definitely a driver that has learned a lot in the series and is doing very well. Same goes with Mark Picket. This has got to be Mark Pickett's fastest season ever. I asked him earlier in the week if this was his best season, and he said it is certainly his fastest season. So definitely a big congratulations to Mark Picket on finding the speed that he has to keep up with these guys and win races, and it's definitely very well deserved. Big win for Mark Picket here at Bathurst, Mount Panorama, and a big win for Evolution Racing Australia as well. Jake Burton is going to come across in second place. Victor Tanaka will finish in third. Mick Cracknell going to come across the finish line in fourth, and he is going to be your 2016 Season 4 champion. So big congratulations to Mick Cracknell on his championship victory. Get the picture back up here in just a second for you guys. Mick Cracknell doing his championship burnout. Big congratulations to Mick Cracknell. Very impressed with his run this season. I love seeing a new champion to the series. It's going to be extra exciting having a brand new champion. We've got several drivers who have won the championship multiple times, and it's pretty rare to see a brand new champion to the series. So what Mick Cracknell has done here is very big to come into the series, win the championship over some very difficult drivers like Marlon McMullen, who started off participating in the entire series and didn't end up running the entire thing. But Paul Gorell, Ethan Griggold, Jake Burton, many great drivers Mick Cracknell had to compete against this season and came out on top. So a big congratulations to Mick Cracknell and SDC. We're going to wait just a minute here, see if any of the drivers happen to come in and check and see if I'm broadcasting, it's been kind of hit or miss this season, so I definitely can't blame them for not checking to see. And considering I just now opened up the comms channel for them. Alright, so while I'm waiting, let's just take a look at the final results. Mark Picket did win in a spectacular fashion. 5.5 seconds over second place Jake Burton. Victor Tanaka with a great finish in third. Your champion, Mick Cracknell, in fourth. Jason Quire, fifth. Craig Jones in sixth. Adam Highland with a great drive to finish out in seventh. Kevin Bualasa holds off Richard Elward for eighth place. Richard Elward in ninth. Rory Windham with a 10th place finish. Chris D'Angelo, a good hard charge to finish 11th. Brenton O'Brien holds out over Martin Weir for 12th. Martin Weir in 13th. Paul Gorell with a tough break in a 14th position finish. Brian Borg in 15th, and Jason Hyde will finish in 16th. I think Jason Hyde was the only driver who didn't finish the race, if I'm not mistaken. Shh. Broadcasting here, kitty. Alright, sorry for the delay, guys. Give me just a second. I'm going to let the guys know that I am recording this thing. Hopefully I can get them in here for a final word. Alright, folks, sorry for the delay. I did get a hold of the race winner, so let me bring him in here and get my interview thing going. Mark Picket, welcome to the show. Congratulations on a hard-fought win, at least up to lap 16 or so. Definitely was a hard-fought battle. Great run. You're definitely... I guess I should push this button so you can hear what I'm saying. Congratulations on a a great victory. You're definitely proving here that you have got some serious speed at the mountain. We seen just a few weeks ago in the V8 Scops how much pace you and Marlon had at the mountain. Was in a great position to finish very, very well there until disaster struck. But definitely proved your speed there, and then coming here to the Americas race today and just have that continue on with that same serious pace. So congratulations on a big victory.
Yeah, thanks heaps. It was it was interesting. In the middle there, got a bit hectic and heated, but yeah, I don't know why, but I do seem to have more pace at this track than others. But yeah, I just had a bit of fun, and it's a big long race, so you just got to keep it off the walls. But yeah, it was good fun.
It definitely looked fun. I didn't get into about the halfway point. Just whenever you and Jake's battle was heating up, very, very good. It was definitely exciting. Typically, Bathurst ends up kind of where it was at the end there, with about 5 seconds between the cars and stuff. And whenever I came in, there was so many great battles. It was really great to see here at Bathurst. Uh, the race being so close, so far into the race, and you definitely made it exciting. What can we expect from Mark Picket next season?
Next season, I'll try and get in more often and do more laps. But um, big thanks to the guys at ERA for the setups and stuff, because the setups are mint. And but yeah, I'm gonna try my hardest to do as many races as possible next season, and see how far I can get up in the overall points.
That would be awesome. I'd love seeing new champions, and this season Mick Cracknell is a new champion. So for new champions, we'd send out a pretty cool little trophy. It's, I'd say, a medium-sized trophy, and then of course every champion gets a little medallion that, V8's online medallion that says the champion, what championship they won and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they always got a little memory of it. It's kind of cool, but something to work for. Yeah, not a whole lot of the series give trophies and stuff for the victories, but it's something that we do here in the Americas series. So it's something to work for, something to put on your, sit next to your computer, maybe a paperweight or something for your desk. But it's cool, and hopefully
Pretty
next
cool.
season we can be sending you a trophy. So uh, it'll be exciting to watch. If you show up next season with the same pace that you've had this season, you will definitely be in contention.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely hoping to pick up my pace and do more practice and just get more laps under my belt. But yeah, congratulations to Michael on his win in the season. Did a really good effort, good consistency. But yeah, hopefully I can come back next year a bit stronger, and we'll see what happens.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming and talking to us, Mark. Good to talk to you, and we'll see you next season.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks very much for having me.
Thank you. All right, next we are going to talk to the season champion, a driver that has attempted this championship many times, finally to get into the championship position, Mick Cracknell. It is so good to see you become the champion, Mick. I am just ecstatic to see a new champion in the champion box.
Thanks, Kane. Yeah, I'm rapt to be champion. It was a very consistent season, and yeah, I'm just happy that I eventually got there. I know Jake. If Jake had probably done one more week, I think that the outcome could have been very close, or possibly even his way. But you can only race who's there. So yeah, no, I'm happy to come out on top.
Yeah, and it wasn't quite sewed up coming into the race tonight. If you would have had the race that your challenger Paul Gorell had, it could have been the opposite result. It could have been Paul in the championship box. I don't know that the points the final points were high enough that could have happened, but possibility was there depending on the points for the race. So definitely wasn't wrapped up coming into this thing. You made sure and got a good enough finish in the race here today to solidify that championship. And I gotta say, I'm stoked. I'm really happy to see you in the championship position. And after we're done with this, you can send me your information. The champion of this season. Every new champion will get a trophy. It's kind of cool. It's a medium-sized trophy. It says your name on it and the championship that you won, stuff like that. So that'll be coming your way. And then, of course, every champion gets a gold little medallion that will say what championship they won, and that's kind of cool too. So it's not for nothing. The champions in the series do get something out of it, so you can look forward to that. And I'm happy to be able to send it because I love having a new champion in the series. And so season 4 here in 2016, big season. We got a brand new champion.
Yeah, thanks, Kane. That's much appreciated. I'm really happy, and like I've had a lot of team support from boys at SDC as well. Funnily enough, my closest rival Paul was probably instrumental in helping with setups and stuff. So I've got to thank him. He didn't really go his way tonight, but look, he's getting closer and closer to the top. So next season should be good.
Yeah, Paul's doing a great job. SDC as a whole still doing quite well. Got several drivers that are definitely capable of being in contention for championships in any of the V8 Supercars series. So it's really good to see a team like SDC that is so friendly. I mean, I don't think I've seen. Well, I've seen a couple of teams that are really connected and really friendly, but SDC is just amazing. That those guys get along so great, and I'm really happy to see SDC winning another championship. So congratulations to SDC as well as yourself. Anybody else you want to thank?
My amazing fiance for being so understanding, being able to do this every Saturday afternoon. Yeah, that's quite good. And just everyone else at SDC. They've all been really good support and all worked pretty hard. So it's more a team effort than anything. I'm just very happy to get it there. I mean, Bathurst can throw up so many unknowns, and as you said, going into today, it wasn't quite sewn up. I think if I had not scored any points and Paul could have got third or fourth, I think he might have picked me. But there was also Jake as well. So, it worked out well.
It did. Good on you for mentioning the fiance. A lot of people don't realize the sacrifice that it takes to run an entire season. Every week you got to be there, and it only takes an hour or two to run the series, but then you got to practice the tracks, and that takes a few hours throughout the week. And the wife or the fiance does suffer from it. This is a Friday night prime time for me, and so my Friday night is spent broadcasting the series, and my wife makes a pretty big sacrifice because of that as well. So we do got to appreciate our wives and your fiance and girlfriends and just our significant others, because they do kind of sacrifice for us to be able to do our hobby, and it is much appreciated. So a big thanks to my wife, a big thanks to your fiance, and all the other significant others out there for supporting us in our silly little hobby. We definitely appreciate it, as we have such a great time with this hobby.
Definitely. Like, it's good. Like, I mean, there's camaraderie within the team and also other drivers, and it's more than just racing. It's it's a social outlet as well, really. So it's very enjoyable. Having said that, I think next season I'm probably going to take the season off just to enjoy the summer weather down here and get out a little bit more. So I'll probably be back the season after. I'll probably still do the odd race here and there, but I won't be committing to the series, unfortunately, next season.
You know, I might be joining you. I may not be broadcasting next season. Not for the same reason, but I don't have a teammate to broadcast with me no more, as JD's been having significant PC issues, as well as I think he might be getting a little burnout, to be honest. And so I'll be talking with him, seeing what he wants to do, if we can get his PC going again. But uh, mine isn't so much burnout, because I really love broadcasting the series. I don't feel like I'm getting any of that, but it seems like a lot of the broadcasters do. But I don't really feel that. Just the fall and the winter time is real tough for me. Early winter is tough because we're trying to get stuff done before the freezing comes in, so I end up working late, and it's real tough for me to get home on time. But we'll see how it goes. I'm getting a little bit better at broadcasting by myself, so I may end up calling them by myself, just to give this series the coverage that it really deserves. I love this series. It's a great series and deserves to be covered. But next season might be the first season I take the entire season off, just so that I can get some work done, focus on my fall work schedule, and hopefully get something fixed with JD and his PC and get him back into the swing of things. Because man, I really miss the broadcast that JD and I had. Worked pretty good together and had some really great broadcasts. So need to work on getting JD back into things. So hopefully he's had enough time off and can get back into things and be enthused about coming back. So we'll see how that goes. But
yeah, it'd be awesome to see JD come back. So I mean, we all need a little bit of time away and time off from time to time, like a bit of a holiday. So it is a big commitment. But
and JD's got a lot going on now. He's just been engaged. For the last few months, he's got a wedding coming up in March. So life has been a big changing section for him, I guess, as far as his life goes. He's in a big change right now, going from single life to having a girlfriend, now to being having a fiance and preparing for a wedding. It's big changes in his life right now, so he might just be in a point where he just isn't able to do it for a while. And if so, I'm happy for him, because he is definitely happy. He's got a great girlfriend, and things are really looking great for him. So if I never see him another race again, I'll still be happy for him. But I would sure love to have him back. He's a great commentator.
Oh, absolutely. Like I've watched so many broadcasts now, and like the two of you work really well together, and it's always enjoyable to listen to you both commentate. Like it'd be good to see him back, but at the same time, like I can understand where he's at. 'Cause I'm at a similar point in my life, and just sometimes you need that little bit of time away, and maybe when things settle down for him a little bit, he'll be back in the broadcast booth.
Well, Mick, thank you so much for joining me in the post-race show. This isn't live. I'm going to upload it just as soon as we get done here, and maybe in about an hour or so it'll be available to watch. But a great race from you, great season. Congratulations again, and thanks for joining me for a post-race interview.
No worries, thank you, Kane, and happy days.
All right, well, if I do broadcast next season, we'll see you for a race or two next season, hopefully. And congratulations again on a big championship win for you, and to SDC as well.
Great, thanks a lot, Kane, much appreciated.
That is your championship winner, Mick Cracknell, everybody. And I think that's going to pretty much do it. Let's go through the results one more time. For the race here at Bathurst, Mark Picket did get the victory ahead of Jake Burton. Victor Tanaka in third. Mick Cracknell with a fourth place finish here today. Jason Quire in fifth. Craig Jones in sixth. Adam Hyland finished in seventh. Kevin Bualasa in eighth. Richard Elward with a ninth place finish. Roy Windrum finished in 10th. Chris D'Angelo in 11th. Brenton O'Brien with a 12th place finish. Martin Weir finished 13th. 14th went to Paul Gorell. Brian Borg 15th. Jason Hyde with a 16th place finish. So congratulations everyone on another season done and dusted. Always great to watch these guys run each and every week, and it's always a great championship. We've had several of them that have come down to that final race to be split up just within less than 10 points. We had one season that was 1 point separated the champion from second place. It was amazing. And so the America Series, always a great series to watch and to broadcast. So hopefully I'll be able to come back next season and broadcast season 1, I guess it would be, of 2017. But we'll just see how things go. I appreciate each and every viewer for joining us this season. It has definitely been a rough season. I don't know that I got into any of the races at the beginning, and I do apologize for that, but we had some great races this season. And hopefully, if I come back next season to do season 1, we'll have a little bit better luck with that. But thanks again to all the viewers. Your support has been great. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in each and every week. It's been great. So comment below on what you think of the race, what you think of the season, anything you have to say. JD and I both appreciate all your comments, and make sure you give it a like if you like it, and share it on your Facebook page, your team's Facebook page, or whatever, so that everybody can watch your race. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. That is going to be it for tonight, and for me for at least a couple weeks. So we'll see. Next week, Dirt should be coming to iRacing, I think. They haven't made any confirmed release statements about it, but the hint is that Dirt is coming in our next update. So maybe I might be broadcasting some dirt races here soon. So keep an eye out for that, and we'll see you guys.